G'day guys, welcome back. I'm going to put my other glove on. Now I am going to do something really simple but really elegant today. Cross fingers, hopefully. A bling coaster. Yep, a bling Druzy shiny blingy crystal coaster, and it's so easy. So the first thing you're going to need obviously is a Druzy coaster. This is one that I made. You can by all means buy one of these, or if you've got a Druzy insert you can pop it in your own coaster, whatever you like, just so that you get this Druzy crystal effect. Now it's a little bit more tricky to clean these because you can't really go with your tape like that. I mean, you can get the top, bits of hair and fluff off, but I'll show you what I use. And this is a can of air. It's an air duster and it's got this nozzle thingy. You don't have to use it, but I use it. And you just give it a bit of a squirt like this, like that, and it blows any dust out. There we go. It's as easy as that. I just get this from Officeworks. I think they use it like to clean keyboards and things like that to get the dust out. So that's all nice and clean. And then if you've got any sort of dust and hair around the outside of your Druzys, it's a good idea to get those as well, just in case they fly in when you're not looking. So make sure that you clean the outside as well, because they can fly in and you don't want that. So just clean all the sides as well. Even though you're not pouring resin onto them, make sure that they're all clean. There we go, done. Now the other thing that I'm going to do, I haven't actually decided if I want to just do clear, because I want it crystal clear. I want it to look like crystals, and then obviously when you turn it upside down, you've just got a beautiful smooth surface with the Druzy crystals showing underneath. So it's that easy. And then I'm going to paint it with silver. So I'm just undecided whether or not to use some of this Max Sparkle white in it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a tiny bit of resin in a cup. Actually, I'll use a clear cup, that way I can see what it's going to look like. I'm just going to try a little bit. Here's my resin. I made up 300 grams of part A and 140 grams of part B, because my resins are 2:1, and it's this one here, which I'm nearly out of. I'm going to have to buy some more. That's the Platinum Ultra Clear. So that one there. So let's just pour just a tiny bit of resin in there, because I don't want to waste it. And then let's just see what an ever so tiny little bit of this will do. Like hardly any. Look how it's flying away. It's so light. Did you see it? Oh, you probably can't see it. It's just flying everywhere. I'm gonna have to blow it again. There we go. Oh, it's so shiny, light. I'm just wondering. I can't make up my mind. Maybe I will, just to give it that tiny little bit of bling. What do you think? I wish you guys could answer me. So just, the tiniest little hint of sparkle in there. So let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to pour this back in here. Pity I wasted a cup now, but anyway. And we'll just be very lenient with it. Just going to actually dip the end of the stick in, and then whatever sticks to it. See how that goes. See, because it's heavier, it's a glitter, it's going to sink anyway. So it's going to like sink into all these little Druzys. But then when you turn it upside down, they will be on the top. So I don't want to have too much. You probably can't even see that. Look, it's just, like I said, ever so slight. I just want to try it. And that's the Max White Sparkle by Colour Passion. I really like that one, and also their gold one. So that's all. That's all I'm going to do. It's up to you if you wanted to put more in, I guess, but I just wanted just a hint. Right, now, this is the hard part. Filling the coaster molds. Hey? How tricky is that? No. Now, what I want to do is, because these are Druzy, you know, they're all bumpy, the resin gets caught. Let's go from up high, so there's a lot of pressure on it, and just a little bit, or maybe not. Maybe it's better to go lower. Let's see. I don't know. I just want to put a little bit on. So it's just covering it. I don't want to fill the whole thing because the air bubbles are going to get trapped. So that's the only sort of difficult part, is trying to get your air bubbles out of all these little pockets. So just put a little layer on first and then heat it. The bubbles will want to come to the surface anyway. So just a little bit, just to sort of cover everything. And I'm going to push that to the sides. So it's just covering, and then I'm going to heat it and try and get the bubbles out that are trapped. And I may leave it for a few minutes too, just to wait for them to rise, because I don't want to overheat, you know, and melt my mold. You have to be careful when you're using silicone molds with a naked flame, because if the silicone gets too hot, it will melt and then stick to your resin, and then when you pull your resin out, it'll leave a hole. So be careful. I probably made up way too much resin, actually. I kind of made what I would normally make for a 6 coaster, but these, because they've got all the Druzys in the bottom, it takes up some of your surface area, so you don't actually need quite as much resin. So what's the time? 4:15. All right. So I may, if I've got too much, I may do a flower. Hey, a 3D flower. We'll see. This is taking a while. Just fast forward. There we go, pushing them all in, and hopefully as I'm doing this, those ones there have had a bit of time for the bubbles to come to the surface. So just don't fill up, don't put too much in. Allow the bubbles to come to the surface. Otherwise you're kind of going to spoil the look if you demold these and then you've got a heap of bubbles, because this is going to be this will be the top, but when you peel your resin out of the mold, you'll be able to see all the bubbles. So that's the problem with clear, I guess. I did do one of these a little while back. I did all different colors, so if you're interested in that, you can check them out. Like I did a pink one, a blue one, a green one, a yellow one, just with like really transparent colors. Turned out really pretty. So you can check that one out if you're interested. Okay, I'm not going to do the little hearts for now. I just want to see how I go with getting these bubbles out. Just a really quick once over. Don't stay in one spot too long. Alright, so that didn't really do a lot. I'll take you down just so that you can see the bubbles that are, whoops, that's a bit squeaky, isn't it? Let's see if I can show you close up. See the bubbles? So you need to get them out. So you could possibly wait and see if they'll rise to the surface and then torch them, or you're going to have to get a toothpick or something and like physically go and pop them all. Or if you're not fussed on bubbles, if you think that's going to create a nice little feature, leave them. All right, well, I'm gonna get a toothpick and I'm gonna pop some of these, and I'll see you shortly when I'm done. Righto, I think I've got most of them. What I ended up doing was, when I saw a bubble, kind of, oh, where's a bubble? I kind of just like pushed it like that, and it came to the surface, and then I could torch it. So I'm going to put some more resin on and fill these babies up and see how we go. I took some of the resin out and put it in a little bowl, a shallow container just over there, in case I wanted to, like if I had some spare and I wanted to do a 3D flower. So, but it's warming up, so I need to get a wriggle on and use it before I waste it. Although I might have to pinch some of it because I don't think I'm going to have enough here. It's hard to know how much you're going to have. I'm not going to scrape the side of this because I don't want any unmixed resin going into these, so I'll just use this, fill them up. Doesn't look as if I'm going to have enough to do a 3D flower. I think I'll end up using most of this. Just pour it in slowly. You don't want to overfill. Still got a little bit left. I think it probably takes about 300 grams, 10 ounces for the Druzy. This particular Druzy mold anyway. Now I'm just going to look at it across the top into that window there and see if they're all full. And that'll also tell me if there's any bubbles on top or any bits of fluff or anything, looking at it across the top. I'll just do that and see if any of them need a little bit more. Oh, this one's quite full. I might have to actually take a bit out. He's rather full. Okay, let's see now. I'll go back and have another little look. It's really good if you've got a window that you can look across the surface with the light coming in, and then you can see which ones need any more. This one's still really full. I don't know how that happened. The others can do with a little bit. This one here can definitely do with a little bit more. And they can all have just a touch more, except for that one that I've just emptied some out of. Because when the resin dries, it kind of shrinks away from the side, so if it's not right up to the top, you might end up with a little lip. And I don't really want a little lip because I don't want to have to sand. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I think I'm nearly there. Stand back and have another look. Yep, they're all mounding. So there we go. Look, I've got that tiny bit of resin left. I don't think that's enough to do anything with, is it? I don't think so. All right, another little quick torch. And then I'll just cover these babies up. I will come back and check on them in, say, 5 minutes or so and give them another torch. Hopefully some more bubbles might have risen to the surface. So, yeah, that's basically it. Pretty simple. So, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll do the unmolding. We'll paint the sides silver and just see how blingy they are. See you then. Good morning, I'm back. and they're dry. I know they don't look very exciting, do they? Oh, I don't know. I don't know why I did this. I just wanted to try it. Because normally we have like, you know, colors and striations and pretty stuff going on. Ooh, look, we got pretty stuff going on here. Wow. Looks so different once you pop them out. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Let me put you on autofocus. Look at that. Wow, that looks so different. There's a hair on it or something. Must have flown in when I wasn't watching. Never mind. Look at that. Can you see the sparkle? Now, if you particularly wanted to, there's no reason at all why you can't have that top section as your coaster. So, you know, when the cups or glasses get wet and they drip down, this would actually catch all those little drips. So, you could do either. You really could. I mean, it's a little bit more, you know, it's not exactly, I don't know, even. I was going to say it's not exactly even, but it depends what you put on there, I guess. But I'll have to try it out with the glass on this side and that side. Oh, it's so pretty. Let's get them all out. They're all going to be exactly the same. And they make this gorgeous crunching noise as you pull them out. I wish you could see all the sparkle. Like, it's picking up all these different colours. I'm wearing navy blue scrubs, so you can sort of see a little bit of blue reflecting there. And then you can see this sort of yellowish silicone matte underneath, and that's sort of picking up those colours as well, all those little reflections. But it's so pretty. Look at that. So would you use that side, or would you use that side for your coasters? Because you could either put feet on this side and use that side, or you could put those little feet on this side, you know, those little silicone bumpers. So you could do either. Oh wow, they're so pretty. Let's get them all out real quick. You don't need to see them all, do you? I want to put some silver on the edge and see what that looks like. And so far, I haven't overheated anything. So that's a good thing. Let's see if we can pick up that shine there. Look in the window. Look at that shine. So pretty. It's going to be really hard to photograph out in the sun though. Let me come around this side. It's got to loosen it all the way around. Because the resin has sunk into all those little druzy crystal areas. So you just have to be a little bit more careful pulling it out, I guess. Because it's not a smooth piece that you're pulling out. It's all raised and, oh, so gorgeous. Let's see if I can get a close-up of those, that crystal look-alike. I mean, they're not crystals, but they sure do look like crystals. It's really hard to pick up, I know, but I'm just trying a few different sort of angles and lights and see if you can pick it up. It's very reflective, it's very shiny, so pretty. Now there's nothing to sand. I'm not going to sand the top there. If you wanted to sand anything, you know, you just use your little nail file emery board. But let's do the Deco Color Premium. Let's just see what it's going to look like with the silver on it, eh? Just do this flat edge. Obviously the flat edge is a different height or width all the way around. These do have my rock edge as well, so it's not just going to be like a smooth edge. It's going to be a little bit rocky, and because the crystals go up and down like on the sides there, it's not going to be a definite like same thickness all the way around, you know what I mean? What do you think? Oh, it's so pretty. That silver just sets it off, doesn't it? I mean, you don't have to paint it with anything if you don't want to, but I just wanted to. I'm doing a bling coaster, and of course you have to have either silver or gold or something metallic, I think, if you're going to have a bling coaster. Just take your time all the way around. Try not to sort of keep that little gap there so that you're not putting your hand on the wet paint. I've never painted one of these edges before. Let's give that a push to get some more paint to come down. I guess I don't have to do the whole thing. Oh, look, I'm nearly done. There's the end. I'll just finish it. Haven't had my coffee yet this morning. I've been so excited. You know, if it's something that I'm really keen to unmold, I'll just go and let the dogs out and mop up after puppies and things like that. And then I'll come straight in here and unmold. It's 7 a.m. It's Saturday today. I don't have to work. Yay! You won't see this video, of course, until a few days later maybe, but yeah, very excited for this one. Look at that. What do you think of the silver? Just finishes it off. So as I said, you can either have it that way with your coaster on it, or you could flip it over and have your smooth side with your coaster on. But you will need to just put some little silicone feet on that, on the back, just so that it doesn't scratch on your furniture, because it is quite sharp. So if you're going to have it that way, put some feet on it. What do you think? You can just see that little silver edge, can't you? Actually, you know what I should do as well? Let's do that. You know how I always do my top edge? Let's do that as well. Because I can do it on this side. I can't do it on the other side, but I can for sure do it on this side. I forgot about that. So just because I'm painting the top edge here with the silver doesn't mean that that's going to be my top. But I think it probably will. There we go. All the way around. There we go. Now it's done. Oh, it's so pretty. Bling, bling. Do you love it? I love it. And you can probably just see a little bit of sparkle in there. You know, that sparkle white that I used. Hasn't added a lot, but it's probably just given a tiny little bit of sparkle. But I didn't want to overpower the crystal look. So there we go. That's it. I'm going to put you so that you don't get paint everywhere. Love them. Can't decide which side to use. You guys let me know in the description down below, or in the comments down below, what side would you use? Would you use the smooth side to put your coaster on, or would you use the crystal side? This would certainly be a talking point, wouldn't it? I don't know that you could really paint. No, I don't think you could really paint the top edge with the silver pen because it's not smooth. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you for the next video. Bye for now.